When I saw that Gunfire was announcing Remnant 2 finally, I got the itch to play Remnant from the Ashes again. But I didn't want to play it normally. I wanted to play it in a way that would challenge my skills as someone who loved Remnant when it first came out. Not the kind of person that would grind for months on end to know everything there is to know about the game, but someone who was excited by what Remnant brought to the table and who likes to go back every now and then and play it, even if he doesn't play that far into it. So I decided to try my hand at completing the game on hardcore. Not just once, not just twice, but 4 times. And every time I complete the game, I have to reset the world and increase the difficulty and add in a new challenge to make it more exciting. Before we talk about the challenge, let's talk about my strategy going into this challenge. I've decided I need to find 4 things right away: the Elder Knowledge trait book, the hunting rifle, the Sage Stone ring, and the Rattleweed mod. These are the most important things at the beginning of this run. Why? Because Elder Knowledge increases the amount of XP you gain by up to 20%. And this, combined with the Sage Stone ring's 30% increase in experience, will allow for an extra 50% experience gain when killing enemies, which means I can max out my traits that much quicker. The hunting rifle is just my preferred weapon in Remnant because of its damage and range. Especially at the beginning, I think it's the better weapon out of the 3 you can start with. And the Rattleweed mod is just a powerful mod that can be used to distract enemies so they don't target me and I don't take unnecessary damage. Starting out, I'm going to be running Cultist Gear to unlock the Mender's Aura mod, along with the Cultist Gear's bonus, which is a longer duration on mods, which affects how long the Rattleweed is active. Not how much health it has, but just how long it's active, so as I'm picking enemies off, it will keep distracting them. Now to get into the actual challenge part. Starting on normal, my caveat is that I can only use small campfires that are within sight of a smoke door, or using the big rocks to rest at and return to the ward. Every other campfire is banned. I have other ideas for challenges for hard, nightmare, and apocalyptic, but if you guys have any suggestions for challenges, leave them in the comments. Also, if you guys want to give me one of the best Christmas presents ever, break that like button on this video and hit subscribe for the channel. I'm hoping to maybe break 170 subs by the new year, and hopefully by the 1-year anniversary of this channel, I can be over 200. I would love to be at that point by the first anniversary. But let's get into this challenge and let's talk about the runs that I've done so far. Currently, I failed 4 tries and I'm on my 5th run. The first run, I didn't even make it to the first boss because of this asshole. On the second run, I was doing well, and I got to the first boss. But this time it was Gorefist, and I died to him like this. Didn't know the bastard could slash through walls. On the third run, I reached the first boss, and it was Shroud. I defeated him and got the Rattleweed mod. Then I reached the first major point of concern that I have for each of my runs. It's the siege at the church. But for the church, my strategy is simple. Rattleweed the middle of the room, let the root go for it while I pick off the Shroud and Gorefist wannabes, and then deal with all the smaller shit. Once I've done all that, I grab the sniper, which I'm probably never going to use, except if I do the challenge that I'm thinking of for probably Nightmare. And I kept heading on through the level. Then while I was exploring, I ran into the actual Gorefist, and I died like this to him. My 4th run was really, fucky-wucky to begin with. I didn't have my bag of supplies that you get from skipping the tutorial. The boxes in the ward weren't there, so I couldn't collect that scrap and get some bonus scrap there. And when I used the crystal, it sent me to Mudtooth section, which, if you know Remnant, that's only accessible after the first boss is dead. So I opened the gate, and I went to where the first boss was supposed to be, and it wasn't there. No smoke door, no nothing. So I went back to the ward, and I reset the world. That fixed it. Never even got my bag of supplies, so I decided I'm just going to keep going with the 5th run from there, with that world reset. So far, the 5th run has been my best one. I've beaten Shroud, I've beaten the Church, I've killed the Mangler, I've killed Singe, I've killed all of the bosses that I have on Earth, and I made it to the Labyrinth. I randomly chose a portal, and I went to Roham. There, I fought and defeated Shade and Shatter, Scourge, Lost Gantry, and the Harrow so far. Shade and Shatter, Scourge, and the Harrow all nearly killed me. I honestly, I almost died like 3 times with those. And I've currently maxed out my Vigor, and I'm working on maxing Scavenger. I found the Sage Stone Ring early. All of my gear is level 10, and the mods that I'm currently running are the Very Good Boy mod on my pistol and Mender's Aura on rifle. I'm still trying to decide what my secondary ring should be. I also don't have Elder Knowledge because I kind of completely forgot that was a perk until I started making this video. So yeah, going to get that right when I go and finish up this video. Editing Sandman here. I kind of failed the run. After I recorded all of this, when I was still kind of optimistic that I could get through it, I played it in the morning, probably too early, and I almost died once to just a bunch of mobs because I ran past them. I did get the flail in ROM, and I went to the Undying King. I didn't fight him. I went to fight the Unclean One, and yeah, I kind of got my shit rocked there. So that's kind of what happened. I did fail that run. Back to your already recorded voiceover. So with those challenges, I came up with them while I'm doing this 5th run. In the middle of the 5th run in Roham is when I came up with those ideas. So I haven't really been like, you know, kind of doing those ideas. I might kill this run off and go back and start doing those, but I don't know right now. I'm currently just on normal and trying to get back into the groove of the game as I build up my character, so I don't have to rely on something like Mender's Aura as much, just because of its free healing. So I can go and start using other mods that will probably help me more to kill bosses and get through the game. So that's where I stand right now. I'm in Roham, and I'm working my way through all the bosses and dungeons I can find, and hopefully by the next update to maybe this video series, if I want to turn this into a series, I'll be through Roham and into Crossus. I don't want to do Yesha until the end, until I am about as powerful as I think I can get, or as powerful as I can get, just in case I get the Elixir, where it's the tooth, the thing on either side of the bridge. That's going to kind of be hard, so I want to go and get as powerful as I can before fighting those things. I think they're in Yesha, or I think Crossus. I don't know. I might switch that up. I don't know. But I do want to bring up a thing. I may begin streaming these videos either on here or on Twitch. I don't know where. I don't know where would be best, but I might do that. I don't exactly know if I want to do that, but if you guys think I should, then let me know in the comments down below, along with whatever challenges you can come up with for me to do for each of the levels. Also, I know I already asked you to subscribe and like the video earlier, but please do. It does help the channel out a lot, and it helps me out a lot, because basically I am the channel. And if you did make it all the way here and want to see more of my content, here's a playlist of my 10-hour impressions and my latest one on Solasta Crown of the Magister.